On this episode of Cape Media News, the community gathers on the village green for the 4th annual Unity Day. We go behind the scenes with the junior Celtics, and the Maher water treatment plant breaks ground on a new filtration facility in Hyannis. These stories and more. This is Cape Media News. This is Cape Media News, your local authentic newscast for Cape Cod. I'm Gabrielle Rawson. Thousands of locals gathered last weekend to celebrate Unity Day on the village green in Hyannis. The free event featured food, fun, and dancing for the whole family and was sponsored by the town of Barnstable, Barnstable Police Department, and People of Action. We visited the village green on a beautiful summer afternoon to learn more about Unity Day. Emily Tulloch reports.
Music, dancing, free food, and plenty of laughter was shared in the Hyannis Village Green last weekend as Unity Day kicked off its 4th annual celebration. The town of Barnstable, along with the People of Action and the Barnstable Police Department, collaborate to create an opportunity for people, local businesses, and police and fire departments to create strong community bonds.
Unity Day was started about 4.5 years ago, and it was started by two brothers, Jesse and Andre Barboza, and they called a bunch of us together and they thought about, you know what, let's put something together to lead any kind of like positivity and just bring the community together, because there's so many bad things going on throughout the world, and we're like, you know what, let's not wait for something bad to happen here. Let's kind of get in the forefront and make some good things happen. The town is a big part of this, so the town takes care of everything, and they basically take care of all the finances to help bring in all the free food. There's ice cream, there's drinks, there's bounce houses, there's face painting, and then fire people, police from the fire department, from the hospital, you name it, where everybody works, car dealerships, food places, restaurants are bringing food down, ice cream, Ben & Jerry's even comes down sometimes. Yeah, popcorn. You can't beat popcorn and ice cream. It's good stuff. And you know what? And then we just keep bringing more people together. So people that are from different countries and different states, and they're like, what is this Unity Day all about? And it's just about bringing the community together. It doesn't matter where you're from, but we want people to take it with them when they leave and bring it back to their community also. So it's about just getting us together, and you know what? We're all the same. The bottom line, when I say it's one love, one family, one community, I mean that, and it's truly what it's all about.
The Barnstable Police Department officers come to Unity Day to emphasize the importance of positivity.
It's a great day, just the whole unity itself. There's unity in community, so the whole community being part of it, that's what brings us out here. So happy to do it, and the 4th year and it's going strong, and everybody seems to be having a good time already.
Local businesses find Unity Day to be a great opportunity to introduce themselves and their services to the community.
Hi, I'm Judith Rapucci from the Barnstable Adult Community Center, formerly the Barnstable Senior Center. Unity Day to us is very important because we're introducing ourselves to the community with our brand new name, our brand new logo, and it's a bright new day at the Barnstable Community Center. We've got lots of new programs while maintaining all our core services. To us, it means being such an active, powerful resource to the Barnstable community. Our Adult Day program, our enrichment classes, our fitness programs, and all our social services are so important to this community.
Natural Resources displayed taxidermied animals from the town of Barnstable because to them, Unity Day provides an opportunity to teach people about local wildlife.
So I am here at Unity Day to show everyone all our critters. These are all animals from the town of Barnstable that our department tried to help, and it doesn't always go as planned, but they're really awesome teaching tools to be able to get people up close and personal, because you wouldn't want to do that with real wildlife. So Unity Day for us, it's all about the community. It's all about, everyone coming together and being one community.
Unity Day took place on Friday, August 2nd. In Hyannis, for Cape Media News, I'm Emily Tulloch.
Unity Day happens the first Friday of every August on the Village Green in Hyannis. If you missed this year's community celebration, be sure to catch the 5th annual Unity Day in 2020. The town of Barnstable held a groundbreaking ceremony this week to celebrate the construction of a new water treatment system in Hyannis. The $12 million water filtration facility will remove PFAS and other contaminants from the water, allowing the town to comply with both federal and local drinking water standards. I visited the Maher water treatment plant in Hyannis to learn more. Cape Media News reports.
On behalf of the town of Barnstable, I'd like to welcome you all to this wonderful occasion where we hold a groundbreaking for our Maher water filtration system.
This is a project that doesn't happen without a lot of people getting behind it and a lot of good ideas being exhausted, and then a lot of paperwork and a lot of permits, and here we are, we have a chance.
Water is the most important resource in the world. The town of Barnstable broke ground on a state-of-the-art water treatment facility this week in Hyannis to help address an emerging contaminant crisis.
We're dedicating a new filtration plant, the Maher treatment facility, which is a state-of-the-art plant which should carry us into the future and will protect us from emerging contaminants that are yet to be regulated.
This is going to be the first one in the state of Massachusetts, and we're going to be dealing with a whole bunch of contaminants, taking care of that at the same time. But not only iron and manganese is going to be removed, we're going to take care of the PFAS, which is an issue, and 1,4-dioxin. So these are the emerging contaminants that starting to be in the news now. And with this facility, we'll deal with all of them.
The $12 million water filtration facility will remove PFAS and other contaminants from the water, allowing the town to comply with both federal and local drinking water standards.
It allows us to continue to use these 3 very critical wells within our water supply system.
Can you imagine if we send people to Cape Cod Hospital and we have to hand out bottled water and tell them that's what they need to drink? Can you imagine people coming to our mall, coming to our tents, Melody tents, traveling through our airport, and they all need to be handed bottled water because we don't meet a criteria for drinking water? Totally unacceptable, and the ramifications throughout this peninsula would be huge.
As I look out at all the folks and look at and think about the years that we've been working on this issue, this is one of the emerging contaminants, and we all hear PFAS and PFAS and these acronyms and terms, but the reality is we have to deal with them, and the town of Barnstable has really stepped up since this first came to light and done many things, working with many people, and really tried to get out in front of this for the sole purpose, and I'll quote the town manager on this, there's nothing more important than drinking water.
As much as this project is really important, it's also a reflection of the town's ongoing efforts to step up and provide safe drinking water.
We've always known that all of this, the folks here, Dan Santos, Mark Els, Hans Kaiser, this entire team, they are class acts. Whether or not this was the first, the second, or the third, this is a team of people who really put their best foot forward and do the job with grace and style and know-how. And all of us here on Cape Cod should be very proud about today.
Construction on the new water treatment facility may be finished as early as next year. In Hyannis, for Cape Media News, I'm Gabrielle Rawson. Construction of the new filtration facility will complete sometime next year. It will be the first of its kind in the state of Massachusetts. Up next, behind the scenes with the Junior Celtics. Nobody wants to litter. Sometimes it just happens, but it's easy to stop trash from turning into litter. Together, if we're all just a little more careful, we can achieve a litter-free Cape Cod. For more information, visit nocapelitter.org. Welcome back to Cape Media News. I'm Gabrielle Rawson. Every year, the Boston Celtics host a youth basketball clinic right here on Cape Cod. The event gives local kids a chance to have fun, play ball, and learn team building skills from some of the very best. The Junior Celtics basketball clinic was held last weekend at the Hyannis Youth and Community Center. Tyler Allen reports.
The Junior Celtics took over the Hyannis Youth and Community Center last weekend for a morning of basketball fun and learning.
So this is our second year doing the Cape Cod Basketball Clinic. The summer is a unique opportunity for us to kind of expand our reach. During the season, we get really busy in Boston with everything that's happening with the team. But we know we have incredible fans all over New England, especially here on the Cape. And so the summertime gives us an opportunity to give back to that community. And so we were able to do this event for the second year in a row, and it was incredible.
The event was held for boys and girls ranging from ages 5 to 14 years old.
So we had about 50 boys and girls just going through a lot of fundamental basketball skills, games, activities to build a lot of energy, and at the core of that, we were teaching them how to be a great teammate, what it means to be a Celtic, and how to play like a champion. There's a couple reasons we do this event. One, I grew up going to the Cape as a kid, and so I just love this community in the summertime and just the energy around here. The second reason is we have a lot of people from the Cape that come to the greater Boston area for our events. And so since they're always coming to our leagues and clinics and tournaments during the season, when we're in the off season, we want to come to them and show them a little bit of love in their community. And so to be able to reach the fans in the Cape Cod area with this event, it means a lot to us.
The Celtics VIPs engaged with players and participated in activities. Each attendee received a special edition Junior Celtics Cape Cod Clinic t-shirt and post-event goodie bag. And more importantly, they learned about teamwork.
Yeah, I mean, we love to give the kids an up-close and personal look to the organization, whether it's an alumni player or a mascot. They're really the champions at delivering that message of what it means to be a Celtic. Today we had Celtics legend Leon Poe here, who was a part of the 2008 championship team. And so he can just share tremendous insight, not only about his basketball skills, but about the teamwork that embodied that championship run. And so it's a unique opportunity for our kids in this community to get an up close and personal look at the team and to be able to hear their voices to tell that story about what it means to be a great teammate or how to improve their skills.
The Boston Celtics Cape Cod Youth Basketball Clinic is an annual event held on Cape Cod every year during the summer.
This is an annual event we do on Cape Cod. We run basketball camps, basketball clinics, youth basketball tournaments, and recreational leagues in the greater Boston area, but we're constantly expanding. The organization is focusing a ton on youth basketball, and so we're continuing to expand our reach. So anyone in this community that's interested in more programming should visit celtics.com/juniorceltics or email juniorceltics@celtics.com because we're constantly expanding our reach and our programming. So we're starting to do a lot more in the South Shore community, and we'd love to do more events here on Cape Cod, so we look forward to coming back.
The event was held Saturday, August 3rd at the Hyannis Youth and Community Center. In Hyannis, for Cape Media News, I'm Tyler Allen.
To learn more about the Junior Celtics Basketball Clinic, visit nba.com/Junior Celtics. Up next, we visit the Cape Cod Commission's One Cape Summit in Harwich.
Do you notice the large influx of cyclists on our roads in the summer? Every year, 4,000 international students choose to make Cape Cod their home for the summer and for the experience of a lifetime. Biking is their main and often only mode of transportation. I'm Kathy Boyle with the Mid-Cape Assembly of God. Our mission is to provide safety equipment to these visitors as well as late-night shuttles to ensure their safe commute to and from work. These university students are future teachers, engineers, and ambassadors. They come to share their cultures with us while contributing to the Cape economy during our busiest season. Unfortunately, they can't realize these dreams if they don't make it home safely. We're asking for donations to purchase bike lights and reflective vests and to fund the nightly shuttles that are imperative to these students' safety. Please visit midcapej1housing.org or email j1latebus@gmail.com to learn how you can contribute. Please help us ensure that these future world leaders have a fun and safe summer in our community.
Hundreds of local leaders gathered this month for the Cape Cod Commission's annual One Cape Summit, a two-day event that provides an opportunity for region-wide discussions around the issues that matter to Cape Cod. This year, the two-day summit focused on the local environment and economy. Cape Media News reports.
Cape Cod's unique environment and economy calls for a unique approach to the critical issues facing the region. That's why Cape Cod Commission holds its annual One Cape Summit, a two-day event that brings local leaders and stakeholders together to discuss the issues that matter on Cape Cod.
Events like these are so important because it brings everyone together to learn about the good work that everyone's doing, not just at the commission, but outside as well. It brings, elected officials together, it brings our commission members together, and we can really learn about the plans that are being implemented across the Cape.
I'm here to get as much information as I can about wastewater and wastewater issues. I think it's a fascinating meeting.
Very good. Yeah.
Really?
Very good, yeah.
We all went to the same ones pretty much, but interesting stuff on the economy and everything else. So it's been good fun, and watersheds and the amount of fertilizer use and so forth are all things that we talk about.
For Len Short and Ed Nash, the One Cape Summit gives them a chance to get to know people they wouldn't normally talk to.
The Cape Cod Commission was addressing the fertilizer problem here on the Cape. And so as a result, he was representing the superintendents of the golf courses. So we met and we've worked together and have known each other for maybe 5 years now, 6 years. And what it does is it brings people together and are able to discuss these issues from both standpoints. I mean, one of the problems I think our country faces today is civility, a lack of civility. And this is the type of civility that really is important.
Yeah, I think one of the fellows from Three Bays a few years back, he just retired, but he at one of the meetings said, the most important thing that's happened is that here we are, and we should be adversaries, and yet we're not. We had the discussion, we know what it's all about now, and he said, I'm a friend. So.
Exactly.
And in addition to guest speakers and informative breakout sessions, the summit also featured sandbox tool demonstrations, such as the Stormwater Story and Crash Dashboard.
Today we're demoing our crash dashboard here at the One Cape Summit in the sandbox. A lot of people feel like, that intersection by my house has so many crashes. Well, you can actually go and take a look and see how many crashes there are. So we're just going through and showing this new tool that we've worked with our GIS staff, most specifically our GIS analyst Madden Bremer, on to make a dashboard of all the crashes across Cape Cod so we can track the trends. As intersection improvements come, we want to be able to prove that crashes are going down, or at least maybe severity is going down in crashes, and really just trying to get a better sense in tracking performance measures and how we're doing as a department, as a county.
The Cape Cod Commission's 2019 One Cape Summit was held July 29th and 30th at the Wequassett Resort and Golf Club in Harwich. For Cape Media News, I'm Gabrielle Rawson.
And you can learn more about the Cape Cod Commission's annual One Cape Summit at capecodcommission.org. Well, that brings this week's episode of Cape Media News to a close. Please follow us on Facebook for more local daily news, and thank you so much for watching. Join us next week for another brand new episode and an exclusive interview with local shark expert Dr. Greg Scommel. With Cape Media News, I'm Gabrielle Rawson.